Welcome to Mysteries, Myths, and Legends. I'm Taylor.
I'm Savannah.
And we're back. It's really
Welcome
Taylor and
back.
Savannah this time.
Mm-hmm.
It feels sad that it's not Halloween and we're not dressed up.
Yeah.
But we did come a little dressed up today. We went and saw Twilight in concert. Yes. And so
I don't know if you could see.
We have our Twilight shirts on.
Laptop.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Close it a little bit.
I have Edward and Bella on my shirt if you're not watching.
I just got Edward.
And it says, and so the lion fell in love with the lamb.
Yes.
I can't read upside down.
And mine says, careful I bite. I feel like I might have worn this on here before. I don't know.
I love that.
Taylor got it for me.
Shout out. Had to. Twilight in concert was so much fun.
It was.
They cut the audio of the movie to where they only were playing the voices from the movie.
Yeah, they took out all the music.
Yeah. It was incredible. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, it was such a fun time.
They took out all of the music from the movie, and then they had a live orchestra and singer.
Mm-hmm. 10 out of 10.
Amazing.
It was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
And they were cheer, scream, sing along.
I know, and everybody
say the words.
Yes, everybody was.
It was so fun. I literally broke my throat from screaming at Carlisle.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
My loves.
It was such a great fan experience because everybody in there was a fan, and it was just so fun.
It really was. It was the best time.
Honestly, coming up, it's because this year is the 20th anniversary of Twilight, the book coming out, and so they're having a lot of little events like this. I think that's why they're doing the Twilight concert, and they're also having the movies back in theaters.
Shout out. So, unfortunately, it's not included with our freaking AMC A-listers.
Yeah, so we did think about it, but honestly, I don't know if we're going to go see it.
We did just pay to see it just the other day. So, paying to see it again. Yeah. Would I? Of course I would. Yeah. Will I? We have other movies we need to see,
yeah, we do. But I was going to say, I feel like the vibe will be kind of the same in the theater.
Oh, totally.
That it was at this concert.
Yes. Yeah. Just like Hamilton, the people were interactive in Hamilton. People are going to be interactive in Twilight.
Yeah, and everybody's going to want to cheer and
say all the words
along with it, cuz I know the quotes. We know the quotes.
Of course. We know every word. I mean, I think we said every word of the movie while we were
Yes. Oh my gosh. And we just
it was just so good.
We just be turning to each other and laughing at stuff, and it's it's so campy of a movie. Honestly, okay, if you haven't watched Twilight yet, watch it. And you have to watch it in a way that, it's camp. It's not serious.
It's not being serious.
Literally laugh at all the stuff because it is funny,
Oh, it's so funny.
It makes it so much more fun to watch it that way.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. It was just the best time. If you can ever go see Twilight in concert, you should go do it.
Yeah, definitely.
10 out of 10. Well, we did go see a movie.
Yes.
Other than Twilight, anyway.
Yeah. A more recent movie.
Yes. We saw Shelby Oaks.
Mm-hmm. And that, we didn't even, okay. We had seen the trailer. I didn't realize, I guess, what it was about fully.
Let me tell you, my favorite thing in the whole world is after we've seen trailers, because, we go see all these movies. So we see trailers every day, essentially. Yeah. So we know what the movies are going to be about, kind of. My favorite thing is when the trailer is only the first 5 minutes of the movie. And that was Shelby Oaks. Yes. The trailer was the first 5 minutes of the movie. And then I said, what the heck is the rest of the movie going to be about? Mm-hmm. Was not expecting what it was going to be about at all.
I do like that it felt like it was for us almost.
It so did.
It followed paranormal investigators on YouTube. So
they were checking out this abandoned place, which me and Savannah have done many a time.
An abandoned
amusement park.
And it's okay, we've been to one.
At Lake Shawnee. Yep. And I was okay, well. And then I was watching the movie as in perspective of us in the people. And I was oh man, I really hope this don't happen to us, honey. Because
honestly, yeah. I was
can't manifest that.
This makes me scared.
Honestly, I really had such a fun time with that movie. Yeah. You should go see it.
Yeah, it was good.
It was great. And I just love a good short movie, a 1.5. Mm-hmm. And it was so good. It was so good. Yes. It was a great Halloween time movie,
Truly.
Love it. Love it. We have many more to see. We want to see The Roof Man.
Yeah.
Begonia.
Mm-hmm.
In the list. Back to the Future also is coming back.
Back to the Future is also going to be in theaters soon for the 40th anniversary. And if you know me, that is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yes.
Don't ask me why, it just is. So I'm obsessed. We're going in theaters, and that is part of A-listers.
Shout out AMC for that. They took away our Twilight, but they didn't take away Back to the Future.
Because I tried to book it with the A-list, and it let me. Well, I didn't fully do it, but
Maybe we just have to wait for the Twilight 40th, and then we can go see it with our AMC A-lister.
Oh my gosh.
Just 20 more years.
Yeah.
And then we'll go see it with the A-list.
That's crazy to think about. Oh my god.
Yeah. But that's how people feel about Back to the Future.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh my god. I wonder if we're going to go in there. It's going to be a bunch of people.
Savannah. Everybody just stare at Savannah. You think... I just am asking a genuine question. Do you think the young people are going to go see Back to the Future?
No, like maybe. But I'm like, who's mainly going to see it? Probably people who saw it the first time it was out.
100%. 100%.
But like, okay, I don't know.
But
there's got to be
kids. If you're listening, go see Back to the Future.
Listen, there's got to be people who are like me and love the movie and weren't born yet when it came out. So.
No, totally, there will be, but I do think it will be mostly older people.
Yeah, no, I can see that. We'll see though.
Yeah, we will see because we'll be going. But
I'd be watching those movies and saying all the quotes in it too.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'll be turning to you and to Garrett, and you'll be like, I don't know the words.
No, let me tell you right now, I do not know all the words to Back to. I have seen it so many times, but I do not know all the words.
No, it was/is an obsession of mine for a while.
Trust me, I have many movies like that. I have many. So, wait, I do have to tell you and the podcast something because it's just so funny to me. My little baby niece, her name is Ella.
Yes.
She's 2, freshly 2. And she has her first favorite movie, everybody. And so I thought I would share it with the class. So her first... I need you to guess. It's a classic, Our Time.
Oh.
And I don't have any idea why she likes it other than I have one guess.
What do you mean, Our Time?
Came out our peak. Like, it's for us.
Like when we were kids?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say Frozen, but I feel like that's too old.
Yeah, it's too old.
Now I'm under pressure. I don't really have any.
It's okay. It's really easy though. It's Shrek.
Shrek? Wait. Shrek. See, I would not have guessed that. That's actually hilarious.
I feel like that's exactly what I would guess for Ella to be her favorite movie.
I mean, I don't really know her that well.
I think, well, she gives ogre. Yeah. Because she gives and I think that's what I was going to say. I think that's why that's her favorite movie because that's what I do to her. Like, yeah. And that's what Shrek does. Yes. And I think she saw it that one time and then that's her favorite thing to do is roar at people and growl. And then, so I think that's fine. But adorable. When I tell you that her obsession is Shrek, it has to be playing on the TV 24/7. She was at my house a couple weekends ago and was sick and my parents had to stay up all night with her and she would not chill unless Shrek was playing literally nonstop in the background. Oh. So for Christmas, we got her some Shrek pajamas and I'm so excited. But yeah, so it's big Shrek day at our house.
I love nowadays. That. See, Shrek is a great movie.
Which is hilarious because Shrek was one of me and my brother's favorite movies too. So it makes sense.
Yeah, and that's a good one to have on all the time,
mm-hmm. Because it's for adults and kids for sure. Yeah. Thank goodness. So, yeah, just love that. Just know I'm watching a lot of Shrek these days, but yeah. If you don't have anything else, Savannah.
Let's go to tarot.
Tarot time. Wait, hold on. Guys, if you're not watching the video, first of all, what are you doing? But if you are watching the video, guys, I bedazzled a crystal ball and it took eternity. It took really long, but it's my most prized obsession that I've ever done and it's beautiful. So go look at the video to see it. Yeah. Because there she is.
It is very pretty.
Yes,
but it does also look like it took so long to do.
Oh, it did. It did. But it was worth it. But if you're new here, we pull a tarot card every week to tell us how our week's going to go. So, ASMR time. Oh, that was terrible.
try again.
See, I'm telling you, it's cold nowadays, guys. I don't know where you guys are living, but it's cold.
Yeah.
My fingers are not as nimble as they used to be back in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I was just telling Savannah, actually, my kryptonite is the cold.
I hate the cold too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, what we got?
We have the Knight of Wands reversed.
They always be reversed.
This one's kind of scary. This card, I normally like, oh, they're so pretty.
Scary.
Just look at the horse's mouth. I don't know why that freaks me out so bad. Like the knight is chill, but the horse is not so chill, if you can see. And if you can't see, just know the horse is not chill.
I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, his mouth is giving me some bad vibes.
Okay, the Knight of Wands. The suit of wands mirror your consciousness and gives you insight into the core of what you are. See, we get this one a lot.
Yeah, I think we had the king last week, I think.
Yeah. So, the core of what you are, and they urge you to take action in situations that arise in your life. Okay, so this time, the situation in our life. Anger, ego, frustration, and pessimism. Right after you talked about how you hate the cold.
I was going to say, pessimism? I am very much so feeling all those things this week. Like,
it's just because it's starting to get cold out and we're angry, we're pessimistic. Also, ego, frustration, though. What is that?
You know,
like you're mad at yourself?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what that means.
Yeah.
But what I do know is that in at least me and Savannah's time, not you guys' time, we're about to change the time.
Yes.
And so I'm very pessimistic about that currently. I don't like when it gets dark early, when I'm not even off of work yet and it's already pitch black dark outside.
I know.
There's no world that I would ever like that. So that's about to happen for us. So that's kind of, the darkness is approaching quite literally, and it sounds figuratively too. So
yeah. Actually, I will.
Good luck to us.
I want to say something that I learned on TikTok. Actually, though, before I say this, now that I'm thinking about it, I did not verify this at all. But okay. I feel like it sounds true, so I believe it. So we're just gonna go with it. I learned that daylight savings used to be before Halloween, so it would have already happened. But Big Candy, they lobbied for it to be after Halloween, so then kids could be out longer.
That is actually just true.
Yeah.
I do actually know that is true. That's crazy. So, listen, and you know what? I'm with Big Candy on this one. I'm not supporting Big Candy, but leave it light outside as long as possible.
Yeah.
And
hot take, I think we should keep daylight savings the whole year. Like keep that, because why are we switching back?
I don't think that's a hot take. Who wants darkness at 5 p.m.? I don't know. Something about Benjamin Franklin. Don't quote me on that, but I do know that he started daylight savings time.
The only benefit is going to be, because I do get up early to drive to work, but the only benefit is it's not going to be dark out when I go.
Yeah.
So that's good, I guess. But other than that.
Yeah. But see, the problem with that is, like, you don't get up in the morning to, like to use the sunlight, right? Like, earlier. Like, you would rather have it in the evening.
Probably, yeah.
See, and who wouldn't? I feel like most people. Guys. Boo. It's fine. We'll survive.
Yeah.
We'll survive it.
I'm gonna need one of those vitamin D lamps.
I was just gonna say, do we need a lamp?
Like, do we need a lamp? I was already feeling it this morning. I was like,
me too, and I'm like, the time's not even changed.
It's just the darkness. It's coming for us.
Yeah, and you know what? If you haven't, go ahead and stream Twitches if you want to learn about the darkness.
Twitches, it's because you just watched it. You're like, you keep mentioning Twitches.
Guys, Twitches is in my head so bad right now. You guys need to go watch it. It's on Disney Plus. Twitches and Twitches too.
Yeah, no, definitely go watch. Like, that's so funny.
They're old, but they're great. Anyway,
yeah.
Aside from Twitches too, Savannah, you want to get into the story?
Yes. Okay. Indeed. Let's get into it. So this episode, it is a haunting, but most of the story that I'm going to be telling has to do with a like kind of a true crime story.
Oh, okay.
And
We're getting true crime today.
I know.
Featuring my blood stab knife.
Yes.
Pen, if you're not watching the video.
Yeah. I try to stay away from true crime just because, like...
Yeah, we don't really get into it that much here, honestly.
Yeah.
And truthfully, it's for me personally, it's because I don't want to be, I don't know the word, but like I don't want to get somebody's real actual story wrong.
Right.
These legends are true or maybe not true. And, the legend is a legend, but somebody's real true crime story, it's more intense. Yeah. But sometimes I'm here for it.
Yeah. But this week we're doing it.
I'm excited.
So,
if you know me, my degree is in true crime. So, honey, I'm excited. True, and I'm buckling up right now. Click, click.
All right. So, yeah, just wanted to mention that because that is, slight vibe change, knowing that it's, a true crime story. So, this takes place in Lake Crescent or Lake Crescent / Crescent Lake. Either one. I think it's...
Oh, no reverse.
I've seen it both, but I think it's Lake Crescent in Olympic National Park, which, fun fact, I was just there a few weeks ago.
Did you see the lake?
Actually, yes, I did.
Oh.
And I didn't even realize
that's crazy.
I looked it up on the map after I had written this whole story. I looked up on the map and I was like, this is the lake we drove by and I said was so pretty.
Wow. That's crazy. She didn't even know she was there.
And now that I know, something horrible happened here.
Yeah. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
So yeah, Lake Crescent. And it is a really pretty lake. So.
Mm-hmm. I bet it is, with all those big trees you were talking about.
Yes. And yeah. The like mountains, trees, like the water, and the road is literally like goes right along the side of it. So that's why we got to see it all. Okay. So and if you don't know, Olympic National Park in Washington State. So this is taking place in Washington State in the summer of 1940.
Okay.
So we're taking it back. So in the summer of 1940, something people were at the lake, as they do, it's summer. They're hanging out by the lake. It is a cold lake, so I don't know if people like be swimming in it.
Yeah.
But they just be like, doing lake stuff in the summer.
Yeah.
And on one of these summer days, a body floats to the surface.
Oh no. Oh no.
Dun dun dun.
That's like my biggest fear anytime I'm on a lake.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm always thinking a body's about to wash up.
You really never know if it's down there.
I know.
Because also this lake, it's got deep spots.
Yeah.
So it's probably down there.
Sickening. Sickening.
So, a woman's body floated to the surface of Lake Crescent. She was wrapped in blankets and hogtied with a heavy rope.
Oh my God, that's really bad.
It had been weighed down with rocks, but I guess, over time kind of just went to the surface.
Yeah.
She had been strangled. Her face was unrecognizable, and her body was still somewhat in good condition. It had not really decomposed just because of the temperature of the lake. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is really nasty, so please here's a warning for you. Gross stuff. Her body had gone through a chemical reaction. Do you know what I'm about to say?
I do.
Went through saponification and turned into a soap-like substance that they described it as you could like scoop it up.
Yeah, I did get the pleasure of learning about that and seeing an example of that in college because I studied forensic science, and my teacher, that's actually one of her fields of study.
Okay.
And so it's a lot. I can't imagine that body like in that state, floating up, just me having a good fun lake day.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, like how, like I get that it's a chemical reaction, but like I still am just so
It's
like
literally just like
boggled on like
your
how
body chemicals mixing with the cold water.
Yeah.
For that long a time. Like, ew.
The description that I saw, it had to do with, you know, like the minerals in the water and the fats in the body.
Yeah.
They kind of just turn, and I guess, you know, soap does have that kind of stuff. I don't know.
It does.
It is strange, like, because you wouldn't have thought that something would
I know.
happen.
Oh, it's so bad. That's so bad.
Yeah.
Big fear of mine. Mm-hmm. What those people had to deal with on the lake that day.
I know. So she was, you know, when she floated to the surface and they, you know, took her in to be examined and everything, they didn't know who it was at first, right?
Totally.
Like I said, her face was it was unrecognizable, and they really just didn't have any way of, you know, determining who it was at first. They did end up figuring out who it was. Her name was Hallie Illingsworth. And she was a waitress in the area. And I will get to how they identified her in a little bit, but I just want to go through her story. Mm-hmm. So Hallie, she was a waitress, and she was married to Monty Illingsworth, a beer truck driver, and supposedly a known ladies' man.
Boo, Monty.
Boo. Mm-hmm. Boo, Monty. Hallie had been missing just before Christmas of 1937. And she was found in 1940.
Oh my God. 3 years?
Yes. She was in the water for 3 years.
Oh my God. It's no wonder. Oh my God, that's bad.
Yeah, she went missing at age 36. So she had, take me back. Hallie had moved to the area, she moved to around Port Angeles, about 3 years earlier after 2 failed marriages. So she kind of would like jump around a lot and like move to different places as a young adult, like trying to search for a better life. Like I said, 2 failed marriages. Like she's just trying to restart her life a few different times.
Plus, especially back then, like you had to be married.
Yes. Like to even
do anything. Yeah.
Exactly. And she was born and raised in Greenville, Kentucky, and then, you know, from there she kind of just started moving west and ended up in Washington. Yeah. About as far west as you can go. Literally. So when she moved to the Olympic Peninsula, she started working at Lake Crescent Tavern, which is now Lake Crescent Lodge, so it's still there. And this tavern, it is like right on the lake. I did say that I drove by the lake. I don't think I saw this place, but I wish I knew about it.
I know, that's what I was thinking. That's so crazy.
But she was a waitress there, and this is where she met her future husband, Monty.
Still boo Monty.
Boo Monty, fine. For real. They were married on June 16th of 1936. And 5 months into their marriage, they got into this huge fight. And it was probably not the first one, but this was just a really big one. And the police were called to break it up.
Dang.
Hallie, she would show up to work with bruises and often have black eyes. So it's just not literally boo Monty. Like, it's seriously, this guy sucks.
It's really never been more boo Monty than now.
Horrible. So yeah, she's getting, you know, it's just not good. Not good at home. No. He's obviously abusing her. And then, you know, it's suddenly the holidays in 1937 and she disappears.
All right, police, go get Monty because duh.
Literally.
Like,
literally.
All right, at this point, we're moving past. Am I jumping ahead? Yeah, I'm moving past boo Monty. At this point, I'm like, let's kill Monty.
I mean,
listen.
You're not gonna like how this ends up, but we'll see.
No. I can already
I shouldn't spoil it. But, so anyway, she disappears right before the holidays. So around like it's literally like December 22nd and she disappears. And no one ever saw her after that again. Her husband, he goes, "Oh yeah, she ran off. She ran off with someone to go to Alaska."
Okay, Monty. Sure.
Right.
Sure she did.
I know. Mm-hmm. And in reality, he was the one with someone else. He had another woman.
He was gonna run away to Alaska.
No, he ran away to California.
Oh.
So he did.
Great.
With another woman.
Great.
And people say that he had been seeing her before Hallie's disappearance too. So great.
Great man.
Hallie's family, they were suspicious that like of her disappearance. They didn't believe that she would just like run off with someone and not ever contact them again. Yeah, they were waiting for her to say something. Yeah. They had not heard from her, so they're like, where is she? Totally. So they totally didn't believe this at all. And so yeah, they're kind of like they don't fully believe that she ran away, so they're kind of looking for her. But then after 3 years of not finding her, suddenly this woman appears in Lake Crescent. On July 6th of 1940, 2 fishermen spotted her floating in the lake.
Oh my god. I mean, okay, I will say, at least they were like fishing and not in the water swimming.
Right.
That's the only positive I have for those fishermen.
And now that I'm thinking of it, July 6th, like that's the
like
time
that place was probably popping.
Yes, like right around 4th of July.
Like the fishermen probably weren't swimming, but people were definitely swimming.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, I forgot it might be cold.
I'm saying it is a cold lake, so I don't know.
Yeah.
What people...
But they were still, maybe. Regardless, they were at the lake.
Mm-hmm.
People were definitely at the lake.
Yeah. So they spotted her floating in the lake, and they got the police there, and she was taken to Port Angeles to be examined. The examiner noted that the upper part of her face, her upper lip and her nose were gone. Also, the tips of her fingers were gone. And the tips of her fingers was definitely just from like the water. Mm-hmm. I think parts of her face were probably because of that as well. Yeah. But also could be a mixture of like what happened to her before she was put into the lake. Mm-hmm. So there was no way to get her fingerprints or, identify her by her face.
Yeah.
And like I said before, her body had become soap-like because of the minerals in the lake and the fats in her body, and the lake's freezing temperatures kind of kept her refrigerated, so she was pretty well preserved.
Yeah,
because it was so cold. And then they were able to do an autopsy on her, and it is kind of crazy thinking about it. It's been like 3 years, and yet she's still like pretty well preserved because of the lake.
It's insane. It's insane. That water can not only preserve you so well, but can also destroy you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both
it depends on
at
like,
the same time.
The temperature, I guess, right?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
Mm-hmm. So the autopsy showed, it's so horrible, that she had a very violent death. Her neck was bruised and discolored. Her chest showed evidence of extensive hemorrhaging.
Oh my god.
So basically what they had determined is that she was beaten and strangled to death.
And this is where I say, remember when I said kill Monty? I don't know if he did it, but I'm still having a bad vibe. Mm-hmm. Bad vibe.
Me too. So, after all of this, how was she able to be identified, Mm-hmm. Dental records.
I didn't want to say, like, let me guess teeth, but I already was guessing teeth.
Not even really her teeth. She had a dental plate in her mouth that she got from a dentist in South Dakota, and the dentist was able to identify it as one that he had made for her years before. Investigators, after she was identified and they're like, yes, this is her, they immediately went after her husband.
Period. So, police. Wait, good. Question. Do you have something in your mouth that you could be identified from? I do.
No.
I have a crown.
I mean, I have a crown. Oh. I guess.
Then you could be. Because they have numbers in them. Just curious. Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
We're never gonna need that information, but I was just personally curious.
I just got it this year.
So. Oh, mine's pretty old, so crusty, dusty crown, but that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, yes, by dental records, and then where was I? Oh yeah. So investigators went after her husband, Monty.
Immediately. Good. They felt the same as me.
Yes. And he was arrested on October 26th of 1941. So, I mean, it did take some time. I don't know how long it took them to really identify her by the dental plate or, like, find him, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it is, the 40s. Yeah. Maybe it's not.
I would say, honestly, 4 months isn't even that long.
No, it's for the 40s. The next year.
Oh. Well, still a year.
Yeah.
That's pretty fast for the 40s, especially.
Yeah. So he was arrested and charged with murder.
Good.
Guess what his defense was? What he said, I couldn't have done it because...
Because he was too busy cheating on his wife with somebody else? That's my guess.
His defense was that, actually, that is not even Hallie. Hallie ran off with someone to Alaska. Like, how could it be her?
They already know it's her. That's not even the part of the question.
No, he's literally like, no, it's not her.
Okay.
So he's not even trying to say, I didn't do it. He said, that's not even her. So how could I do that if I don't even know her?
Okay, buddy. You could have just said, no, I didn't do it. They might have believed you more.
Right.
But okay, criminals are stupid, so.
So that was his defense. And of course, the dentist was in the trial, and he insisted that this dental plate identified her and it was hers.
Yeah.
Definitely her. Yeah. And also they had her friends come, and they were able to identify her clothes. So they were like, yep, this is her. It's her. They also brought in a key piece of evidence, the rope that was that
to tie her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Monty, he had borrowed, which is so, I don't know, borrowing rope is crazy, but he borrowed 50 feet of rope from a storekeeper, and the fibers that were on her matched the rope that he had borrowed, because the storekeeper still had it. So it wasn't so yeah, I guess he didn't wrap her in it and then throw the rope into the lake. He ended up bringing it back and used a different rope or something.
Yeah, I'm guessing that he probably was using the rope that he returned to like pull her, maybe, or like carry her to the lake. That's crazy that he would borrow the rope. Okay, so what's he got to say about that, Monty? What about the rope match? Still ain't her?
I guess he didn't really have anything to say about that.
Monty is so stupid.
That was some evidence there. So the jury, they went out, and they're like talking about everything. They come back. Guilty.
Obviously.
Guilty. Monty's guilty, and he was sentenced to life in prison. Good, but also bad, because did he serve life in prison? Of course he didn't. How long do you think he spent?
Oh my God. He better have at least spent freaking 15 years in there.
9.
He didn't even spend 10. Oh my God. I hate the judicial system so bad.
He was sentenced to life in prison. And he got out after 9 years and was paroled in 1951.
Cool.
And then
he's free?
Got to live. Yeah. He
Is that man alive?
No,
Good.
I didn't write it down, but I believe he died in 1975 or something.
Bye-bye, Monty. Mm-hmm. Bye-bye. Hope he's miserable. He is.
If he was still alive, he'd be like over 100. So I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. True. I don't know why in my head I'm like, the story started in 1940. They were born in 1940. Like,
yeah. No. Okay. So, where am I at? Okay. Yeah. Very, very unfortunate that he only served 9 years, because we would, like Taylor said. Say it again.
what part?
About Monty.
What kill Monty.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. I was like, we hate the judicial system? I don't know what part.
No,
yeah,
Monty.
Yeah, kill Monty.
Yeah.
And,
so,
like, my worry, though, is, like, I hope Monty didn't kill anybody else when he was free all those other years.
I know, like, did he have another lady? I don't know.
Like, who's to say? And they were like, oh, we don't care. He's free. He's a free man. Like, that's mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing.
So anyway, yeah. After all of that, I don't even know what to say. But
no,
let's just get into it, because Hallie, she is still at this lake, and she is haunting the lake.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So all of that to get to this haunting, and just to show you, like, how, how the story all broke down and everything. So her ghost haunts Lake Crescent Lodge, so where she used to work.
Okay.
She haunts that place, and also the lake itself.
Mm-hmm.
So people will hear clattering up and down the stairs of the lodge, along with a bunch of other things. And, like, she does have a good amount of activity here. She'll flicker the lights, bang doors shut. Music will suddenly get louder in the lounge sometimes. And people have even seen her sit down at a table smoking a cigarette.
Okay, I love that she's just vibing.
Yeah, no, she really is.
I'm glad she can at least enjoy a little.
Yeah. And, sometimes they even see her, or, like, hear her, like, come up to them and, like, just start talking. So, like, she's really just living her life. But she's being
living her afterlife, for sure.
Exactly, living her afterlife. And people say that she kind of was, like, she would, like, drink and be, like, a little loud like this sometimes, and that's why they explain, like, the music getting louder in the lounge. They're like,
I love
she's
that.
had a few drinks. She's like, I want it louder.
Yeah, she's ready to turn up.
Exactly. And some people even see her drifting along the shore of the lake, just over the water, and, like, kind of glowing in the darkness.
Wow. That's magical.
So, I saw the lake during the day, so didn't really.
Yeah, you didn't see anybody drifting.
Her. No. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I suppose I would have heard of that by now if you had seen somebody drifting on the lake. I would hope, at least.
That's true. No, but it's so eerie knowing this now that I literally drove past this and I was like, this lake is so beautiful.
That's crazy.
And then you find out that this happened there. Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
And Hallie's still there.
I really am glad that she can at least enjoy it now.
I know.
But, like, wow. That is so insane. Wow.
Yeah.
Speechless. Boo, Monty. And I knew it from the start. And I just felt it in my gut and my soul.
I know.
Goodness. Wow.
The audacity of him to say, no, that's not her. That's not her. She went to Alaska. Guys.
Right. Like, okay. That just kind of shows you, like, the kind of person Monty is, though. Like, he just thought he could say anything and get away with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he did it in that
case. From the rest of his life.
Yeah. That's probably how we got out.
Yeah.
Terrible. Well, hopefully he's not resting very well right now.
Yeah, hopefully.
So, wow. Well, okay.
So anyway.
Is there any way to move on? No.
See, this is why I stay away from true crime a lot of time.
Right,
but I had to talk about Hallie.
Like, no, you had to. Shout out Hallie.
Shout out
my
Hallie.
Girl. Like, wow. Wow, honestly, we gotta go back and see her. We gotta go back to the lodge, maybe? Because I'm trying to go. I'm trying to go to Washington. Yeah. Okay, well, moving on to my story, I suppose.
Yes. Moving on.
I have for you the legend of the Jiangshi.
Okay.
Dun, 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 AKA the legend of the corpse walkers. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. So this legend is coming from Chinese folklore. And I accidentally just stumbled across the story. I don't even know if I typed anything in. I don't know how I came across it, but I did.
Mm-hmm.
And the name of the corpse walkers, when I saw it, I was like, oh, Game of Thrones? And I know Savannah hasn't seen it. I just know. But me talking to everybody else in the world who has seen Game of Thrones.
Everybody else in the world.
Mostly. Like, let me know. Yeah. But, like, the corpse walkers remind me of the White Walkers. So I was like, well, obviously I have to just see what these corpse walkers are about. Okay. Yeah, but Savannah, maybe, you would hate Game of Thrones if I'm going to be so honest. But,
okay.
It's fine.
I have never tried.
It's just like really gory. Okay. Yeah. But it's fire. But anyway, yeah. We're not talking about the White Walkers today. Maybe one day, but today we're talking about the corpse walkers. So, the corpse walkers, or the Jiangshi, it's just, the word for it over there in China, they are referred to as a type of reanimated corpse or an undead creature. Okay. So, gotcha. Yeah, they are kind of known as Chinese vampires. Okay. And more specifically, they are actually called Chinese hopping vampires.
Why are they hopping?
Well, boy, will I get into that. So these creatures, they date back to the Qing dynasty, which started in the 1600s. Mm-hmm. And so the Chinese hopping vampires, that's because they're known to hop or leap, like when they travel. Mm. And like, yes, they can fly and run like other vampires, but Chinese vampires, they're just different. They're built different. They like to hop.
They're built different.
They're built different. Heard it here first. Yeah. So they be hop, beat, bopping around, mm-hmm. Maybe they just wanted to add some more whimsy into their vampire lives and hop around, Yeah. I don't know.
I get you.
But what's very interesting about these vampires is actually it's not something I don't think you would guess. These vampires are not blood-sucking vampires. Nope. Which that's unique, right? Isn't that normally the number one quality of a vampire?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. No, not this one.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No, I'll get into it a little bit more, but there's many differences in the Chinese vampires to our vampires, but there are some similarities too. They do hide in dark places during the day and live nocturnally, just like ours. But again, they don't drink blood. So what are they doing? Right. What are they doing,
Yeah, what are they doing?
And another question, like, okay, so if these, came around in like the 1600s, why are they all of a sudden just now like in the vampires didn't just emerge in the 1600s? Like what were they doing before that? How were they hiding? I don't know. Many questions. So historian J.J. de Groot, he suggested that the rise of the legend of the Jiangshi was the result of the natural horror that people in China were experiencing at the time, because they were seeing thousands upon thousands of dead bodies. Because I guess during this time there was like war going on in China, and there was a lot of unburied corpses just laying literally all over the ground in Imperial China.
Yeah, I mean that actually makes a lot of sense,
right?
Because then also, I'm even just imagining. It's so horrible to say, but it's like among a bunch of people who are dead, maybe somebody is just injured in the middle of it, and then they're like, oh my gosh, they're coming back to life.
Yeah, maybe you're not too far. Maybe you're not too far off on that one, Savannah. Yeah, that's what that historian believes for sure. And like that is just like kind of filling people's heads, making them superstitious.
Yes.
To believe this like quote unquote vampire theory.
Yeah.
And I think that's a very valid point. Very valid.
Yes.
But there is a better explanation. Well, better.
Just another
better is in big quotes.
Okay. Just another one.
It's another one, but no, it fits.
Okay.
And it is a real reason.
All right.
What's crazy about this legend is that it is a legend, but it's real.
Right.
And there's no debating on if this is real. This is real. Because what I'm about to tell you, you're about to be like, oh.
All right, what is it?
Okay.
Hit me.
Yeah, I know. Let's get into it. What these Chinese hopping vampires actually are is actually coming from the habit of corpse driving, quote unquote, which is a practice that happens in China when people bring home dead workers or people in general when they were killed on the job or in duty. And so essentially, people's jobs literally would be the people would be paid to go get these bodies wherever they were dead and bring them back to their hometowns to be buried there with their families. And, to be carried all that distance, that's sometimes it was close, but sometimes it was miles and miles and miles away. Because, whoever, you never know where the battle was going to be fought, But, so because they had to go all that distance, obviously these dead bodies, they're dead weight. They are not carrying anything at all. So the people who are carrying these bodies, they can't carry them, honestly, not that far. So what they had to do was use bamboo sticks to kind of tie up these corpses and transport them sometimes hundreds and thousands of miles back to their hometown. And so what people would witness by seeing these Chinese hopping vampires was actually people corpse walking these corpses back to their hometowns, like in the night. And they look like they're hopping because as they're walking, this person is carrying them on bamboo sticks down.
Oh my God.
You get what I'm saying? If you're not watching the video, I'm kind of showing a visual of how. But
I guess I'm not fully picturing it though. So they have a stick and they're just... Did they like impale them with the stick?
No, kind of imagine more like Jesus on a cross, kind of.
Yeah, so they like body. Attach it to their back.
No, they're like carrying the stick. Oh, you mean the body?
Yes. Like
I don't know if they use like nails
to the back.
I don't know what they use, but they are attaching the arms and the legs and everything else
literally
to
holding the stick.
Yeah, while the body is on the stick, carrying it like that.
Yeah.
And so that's why it looks like they're hopping though, because it does. Because you can't really see from a distance if you're looking at these people walking. You're seeing the dead body, not the person carrying. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Crazy. So, to make it even spookier, the corpse drivers would usually only work at night to avoid traffic, crowds, and also to keep the sun away to make the body decompose faster.
Oh, yeah.
The heat and the sun makes decomposing happen faster. So, boy, are we talking about decomposing in this episode. Wow.
Wow, we really are. I'm sorry.
But I can totally see even if you think of these times at a rave when people are carrying totems, when somebody's carrying a totem, all you can see is the totem going up and down and up and down. So if a person is on that totem, it totally makes sense to me that people were thinking that they were hopping like wild. Wild, but when they are called vampires, it's not at all what we think of as vampires, in the United States anyway. But while this is a very real practiced cultural thing in China, there is a little bit more of a supernatural element about why they do this practice. So let me get into that. In Chinese culture, a person's soul is said to be tied to that person's body, home, and land. All three, not just one. So it's said that those three things are really closely intertwined, and so much so that in Chinese culture, they say that if the body cannot go home, after they die, then their soul is lost forever, and they will suffer everlasting turmoil, which obviously nobody wants that for their loved ones.
Yikes,
so they're you have to get the body back to the hometown, or they will not rest. So that's what they believe. So,
okay, you might not know the answer, but what, I guess, what if somebody moved? Would they be buried in their hometown where they were born?
I think that's typically what it is bringing them back to their family. So I guess it's wherever their family is. Yeah. Not really, and I think typically, they're in China, at least, their families don't really move from where they are.
Or at least didn't.
Back then, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
I see.
Yeah. So, let's get into the actual corpse walk and who they are. Who is corpse walking, right? We need to know that too. There are alive people who are walking these bodies.
Yeah.
So, the procession of corpses, as they call it, is led typically by 2 Taoist monks. One is usually the master and the other is his student.
Mm-hmm.
And these monks' literal jobs is to bring these bodies back to their rightful place. So, first things first, when the monks arrive on the job, they first have to check that these people are actually dead. So,
okay.
And if you were curious, they do. Make sure they are dead.
Yeah.
And part 2 of that is that the monk uses a peach wood sword. And I said, cool, what is that?
Right.
I didn't know what a peach wood sword was. It's actually a spiritual weapon, okay? And it's used in Taoism for exorcisms. Okay?
Okay.
So this monk would use this peach wood sword on this dead body to check whether or not the spirit would obey his commands, to essentially see if this was like a demon in a body or if it was just a regular soul.
Right.
So they were going to make sure, first of all, that they were really dead and that they weren't a demon. So they were like, we're not walking this body back until we're for sure they're dead and for sure they're not evil, which real.
Valid, yeah.
Very valid. Totally understand.
Mm-hmm.
Totally get that. So, also, when the monks get called on the job, they typically, obviously this is during, battle and stuff. So there are multiple people dying. And typically the monks will wait for other monks to get hired so they can do just one big corpse walk all together instead of just 2 of them by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll wait until at least a few more so they can all walk together. But before they set off on their journey back to return these bodies, the monk will perform a ritual. So, essentially, he will stick a symbolic talisman on the forehead of each dead body, and then he will say incantations. And this talisman that he's putting on their foreheads is actually a yellow slip of paper with red ink, and it depicts characters, images, and pictures that they can like conjure energy. So it's kind of essentially like spells.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
They're kind of putting a spell on these guys. And it is at this point in time that rigor mortis is starting to set in with these bodies. So when you die, if you don't know what that is, your body gets really, really stiff a few hours after you die. And so it's said, at least in the spirituality part of it, that the monk, when they do the incantations, that is setting in the rigor mortis.
Okay.
Scientifically, I think rigor mortis just happens a couple hours after death.
Probably.
But, whichever way you want to believe that. But, yes, so... Yeah, but it kind of adds, though, to the hopping part of the legend, because since the bodies are so stiff, that makes them bounce even less. So, like, it looks like they're... Because if you think... When I was originally thinking of it, I'm thinking of a floppy dead body.
No,
like, hopping around like
that.
But if they're stiff, really stiff, and it just looks like... It really does look like they're hopping, probably.
Yeah. And,
crazy.
Like... Are they also, like... all straightened out when they turn stiff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, like, they put them that way.
Yeah.
So they can be, on the poles, on the bamboo sticks. So, yes. So then, getting into the actual corpse walk, while they walk, the monks will ring and shake bells. And they do this because it's said that it will lead wandering souls to the right path. But also, at the same time, people near the path can kind of take it as a warning to be like, oh, when you hear the bells, the hopping vampires are coming. So you can either see or not see, depending on what you want to do.
Yes.
So when you hear the bells, the bodies are coming.
Yeah.
So know that.
Yeah.
And of course, as you can probably imagine, some of these walks took days to weeks to months to finish, especially depending on how far they died from wherever they lived. And especially because they only walk at night. It's extremely limiting. Their hours.
Yeah.
They can only walk so much in the night. So sometimes it took forever. And because of this, there were these things that they created called dead body inns.
Oh my god.
Yep. Specifically for corpse walkers and their bodies. The monks would go in one room to sleep. And the dead bodies would be propped on the opposite wall while the monks slept during the daytime.
Wait, okay. How long was this going on for that they had to have An inn? Like, what do you mean?
I mean, hundreds of years. I mean, yeah. I don't think, it obviously doesn't go on today, from my knowledge at least, but I mean, this is their practice of how they buried their dead. So, yeah. I think a long time. And so, if you were curious, legend says that it is because of the monks' magic that the bodies don't decay. Because I was curious, personally. I was curious. Like, because sometimes if it's taking months, how are they not?
Right.
But it's the magic.
Okay.
Yes. So, even though, most of this legend is just real, other than, some of the supernatural parts.
Yeah.
There are actually still people who do not believe that these monks did carry these dead bodies all that way.
Okay.
And so people ask, like, the skeptics, okay, then what are they carrying then? Like, what are they doing?
Right. Like, do they say, like, okay, they did it, but just not that far?
They're saying, like, they never did it, but it wasn't dead bodies. And they said, okay, then what? Then what are they doing? They're like, there's no way they're carrying dead bodies. They say that these quote-unquote monks were criminals who used fake bodies to carry illegal drugs and other illegal things from place to place. And I just felt like I needed to add that because I was like, wait, what? I don't believe that at all.
Yeah, that's
but
a little...
I was like, that's... But I'm like, okay, listen, whatever. That's what the skeptics believe, but...
Maybe, like, one of them did that. Like, I don't know.
Right. And I'm like, are they just telling on themselves, the skeptics? Like, why are they thinking? Like, what? I wasn't even thinking that they weren't carrying the dead bodies. Like,
no. What? Yeah, I didn't think that part was in the question at all. Like,
no, not at all. No. But, wild. But, of course, people also believe that, like, they don't believe in the magic part of it, and that these corpse walkers were not magical, and that they just simply propped these bodies up on bamboo sticks and walked them where they needed to go.
I mean,
that's what I personally believe.
Yeah.
But probably. I mean, that's so, like, respect to those monks for real who are carrying those dead bodies, because they had to be so strong.
Yeah.
I cannot even imagine. I actually cannot imagine.
No, definitely. Oh my God.
No. Absolutely not. But yeah, this legend, it truly did not go anywhere. Just like that movie. It shook me. I never knew where it was going next.
Like, this seems like it is a legend, but at the same time, it is just, something that happened. Right. Like, you're right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's so crazy. But one thing that I know for sure is that I love how much, like, the Chinese care about taking care of their dead and making sure that they're in the right place to be able to rest. I think that's very sweet. Very, very sweet. Yeah. But... that is the legend of the corpse walkers, or the Jiangshi. Crazy.
Honestly, this episode was kind of dark.
It was kind of dark.
For us, anyway.
It was. Kind of liked it, honestly. It was very interesting. I feel like I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Listen, sometimes I like the little dark. I mean, we all know I do.
Yeah.
Personally. And you know what? It's fitting because it's getting dark outside, so... Is it not fitting?
Yeah. No,
it's getting dark, literally,
right.
And
we did talk about it.
Show enough did. Definitely be sure to check out our Instagram and our YouTube video to see pictures from this week's stories. Mm-hmm. If you're not watching the video, which you really should be, but if you're not, it's fine. It's fine. Audio and video forever. Okay. But I'm just saying the video is pretty cool if you're missing it. You're missing these incredible shirts that we have on.
I know.
So, and the freaking bedazzled crystal ball that I spent so many hours on. So
1,000,000 hours.
Okay, wait, actually, let's show the people. If you're listening, I guess you can't see.
Oh yeah, it lights up.
I was not going to tell the people what it did because they have to see it, but it's okay. It lights up. For the audio listeners, it lights up.
All right, sorry, I didn't realize
no, it's okay.
The secret.
They can know the secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess other than that, I really don't have much.
There's not much to follow up with that.
No. These stories just kind of left me speechless, honestly. Like, wow, okay. Well.
Yeah.
Well, happy November, everybody. We're staying spooky vibes over here.
Always.
But I suppose we will see you guys next week.
Cue the music.